Okay, so I have been collecting crystals, not for very long, maybe a year or so. I started collecting crystals a little bit before I started doing tarot, and I started doing tarot last summer. So, but in that time, even though it's only been about 2 years, I'd say, I've only really started collecting crystals very recently when we went just the other day to the crystal shop, and I bought a ton of stuff. So I would say now I properly have like a collection. So we're going to start by going through this box. This is an old cigar box, 2 summers ago, yeah. So this is an old cigar box my dad gave me. It's actually perfect for putting my crystal collection. So I'm going to move these out of the way. I'll talk about these in a little bit. I'll talk about this last. This is something really cool. I'm excited to show that to you guys. So, is the music okay? Is it too loud or anything? I don't want it to be too loud. Okay. So, open the box of treasures. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. That's what it works. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, I'm adjusting my lighting in here. There we go. I will turn the box so we can get a better look in a minute. So, I'm just going to take everything out of the box and go through it one by one and show you what I've got. Bearing in mind that I'm going to try to remember what everything is. I probably won't. I might make a mistake. If you can identify it, brilliant. Aw, hi Gib Gab 90. That's my sister. If you can't identify it, please just shout me and let me know what it is so I can be sure I'm telling everybody what it is. This is not a crystal. This is something fun. Well, okay, pulling everything out. That's all crystals. Some other things in here. Just some seashells and a dried rose that were from actually the first video Thrifty Mystic and I ever did, where we did an unboxing of a mystery box from, oh, who was that from? Do you remember? I can't remember for the life of me, but that's actually where this little box came from as well. We did an unboxing of that, and I got some little treasures in a box. So, okay. Move stuff out of the way. So, what I have is I will line everything up. Start going through it. So I'll start with my recent acquisitions because those are the things I remember most. So, when we went to the crystal shop, I wasn't, no, I was planning on buying a lot of things. I knew that for sure. I did not plan on buying one of every color. Oh, Terry Foss, thank you. That was the gift, the mystery gift box we got from Terry Foss. Love her stuff, love her artwork. She's amazing. So we'll start with, that's not, here we go. We'll start with this. So I loved this little crystal. Doesn't this look like taffy? Or like a piece of candy? I wanted to eat this. That's why I got it. This is rhodochrosite. It is good for universal love, healing the holes in the aura from drug and alcohol abuse, stuff like that. It is about emotional issues, and, whoops, sorry, keep moving that out of the frame, and for dealing with past life things. I actually picked this up and then kept putting it down, and then kept going back to the bin where it was and picking it up again. So by that time I was like, I have to have this. So that's pretty. I have this little square of lapis lazuli. I think it's lapis lazuli. Let me double check. It is, yep, lapis lazuli. So lapis is good for, a lot of people say they like to keep it in their pocket. They say it's a philosopher's stone. Ooh, Harry Potter reference there. I liked it because as soon as I held it, I just got like this like, oh yes, isn't it a lovely shape? I loved how that it was like perfectly square. It was just so pleasing with these stripes. I just love that. Oh, so pretty. Let me grab the... Yeah, so this is good for representing the night sky. So it's, I guess, kind of like a night crystal. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I don't know much about crystals. If anyone knows, let me know. I just wanted to show these off because they're all so pretty. So next we have these two, which are actually the same stone, believe it or not. They don't look like it at all. They are Mookite. Turn this down slightly. And Mookite is good for when you're stressed out. Just hold this. And it's gonna like, the energy really calms you down. Apparently I'm gonna have to try that. I don't know. I love something, Elise of Wild Moon Woman, and then someone else, let me turn this down a little bit, talked about, I know, right, Tegan? I could really use some of these I might put these in my pockets when I go to school. Gabby, if you want one, I'll let you borrow it if you need to. What was I saying? Oh, Lisa of Wild Moon Woman, I absolutely love all of the stuff that she does. She talks about putting crystals in her bra, which I love, and I actually did that once. The one problem, of course, is that first of all, it's kind of cold at first, but then you forget they're there, and if you bend over and you're wearing like a loose shirt, they just come flying out everywhere. It was kind of funny. It was also kind of embarrassing. Not really though. I did love it though. Those could be fun. I think I might put those in my pockets when I have to go back to school on Monday. Ew. So then next we have, what's this? Ametrine. It's good for divine inspiration and raising your creativity. Yes, Thrifty Mystic Larissa Bard's Lament is great with crystals. I should talk to her about crystals, actually. That'd be fun, because I have a lot of questions. So, what drew me to this stone was, it's purple. I love the color purple, and this was just a nice, like, sort of, I think ametrine is I assume it's related to amethyst. I used to have a massive amethyst crystal, and when my sister moved out, I let her have it, because we shared a room. And so I was like, it's okay, you can have it, so. Oh, we'll make the camera refocus? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Thrifty Mystic. So, what I liked about this one is, look, it's shaped like a teardrop. I'm going to skip to the next song because the vocals on this are bothering me a little bit. There we go. So, look, it's a teardrop shape. Oh, there we go. A little more light. I said this is only my second live I've ever done in my life, so if things are less than professional, that's why. Professional, graceful, not me. Okay. So next, I want to go with this crystal. This is actually a crystal. Why is it not focusing? We need some light. I tried diffusing the light a little bit. There we go. I'm kind of trying to, let me see if I move my seat up. Actually, I'll be able to see better. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So this is actually a crystal. It does not look like a crystal. It looks like a piece of petrified wood. Ooh! It's okay. You're fine. Yes. Oh, you turned it around. Is that better?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like that.
Awesome.
It'll refocus.
Perfect.
So whenever you move, like if you put something down and then you pick something else up, you can tap and then it'll refocus.
Awesome, thank you. Guest appearance from Thrifty Mystic. Bye. And apparently I have a dog in here somewhere, I think, unless she left. I don't know. If she's still here, you'll get to see her again. Her name is Tinkerbell. It's okay. This is not actually a crystal. This is a crystal. Sorry, this is not wood. It looks like wood to me. It is... I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through on my iPad because I took pictures of what everything was. This is Miriam stone. Left, thank you. It says it can be used to connect with your power guide animal. You can use it for protection during out-of-body or astral work. And it is also... It's apparently the calligraphy stone. It's also known as calligraphy stone, elephant skin jasper, or the Arabic writing stone. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, Cosmic Creeper, you're right. It is jasper. It's a form of jasper. So that's fun. My brother does automatic writing. Actually, he's really good at it too. It's like the thing that he enjoys doing occasionally. I think. I've tried it before. I think I would need to. Miriam Stone. Yes, it's spelled Miriam. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done much automatic writing. Maybe I should try that sometime. So yes, it's good for protection with astral work. So if you're doing astral work, maybe put that in your pocket or put it over your heart or something. I don't know. Okay. So those were some of the stones that I bought. No, wait, hang on. There's one more. Yes, you should get some of that 50 Mystic. They had so many pretty ones, although maybe I'm biased. I think mine was the prettiest. Between those swirls. Wow. Okay. So there were two other loose stones that I bought. Are this one, which I couldn't not get, opalite. I mean, look at that. I just love that so much. Yes, I sing everything. Hi. They say it is crushed, melted, blended, smooth quartz and moonstone. Gauge visually and see. Apparently it gives you warm fuzzies. I almost wonder if you could use this for scrying, maybe? I don't know. I've never tried scrying before. But it has, yeah, actually, look, you can see it's got a, I believe they're called ghosts, where there are cracks or fissures or phantoms within the crystal, and you can, actually it shows it better against the dark background there. Let me see if I can, there we go, look at that. It looks like a wave, doesn't it? You can only see it from the side, which I think is really neat. Okay, so, and then the last one that I picked up out of the loose stone bins is this piece of Phoenix Fire Agate. Oh, there we go. Sorry. That's just beautiful. I'm not sure what it's good for. They did not say. I could probably check in my book. Miriam Stone is a folk singer? Oh my gosh, that's such a cute name. I love that. I do love when people use adorable names as a stage name. That's really cute. I was just drawn to this because I liked the flat. How it's all flat and it's like a nice, you could almost use this as like a mini palm stone. Also, I was thinking, I'm sure everyone follows Ethany here. She's amazing. And I love how she does the Oracle Wednesdays. I think it's Oracle Wednesdays. Yes. And then she'll like lay out cards and then she'll put stones over top of them. Like, so you know which one's 1, 2, and 3. Is that her, might be her real name? Maybe Miriam Stone, the folk singer. It might actually be her name. That would be amazing. Although I would question slightly that, you know, her parents made her go through that name her whole life rather than her having choose, but whatever, you know. So that was one of the reasons why I actually picked this up, was because I thought it could look nice to use in pictures, because I would actually like to sort of copy Ethny a little bit and do like what oracle draws on some days. Okay. So those are, oh, no, wait, did I get, is there one more that I got? Oh, there is. I left it in the box. This is, my mom, because we both went, she took me, well, we both went, because I can drive, so. She gave me this piece, actually, when we first walked in. She was like, ooh, here, take this. And then I put it back. I was like, I don't really want it. And then I went over and picked it up again. And I was like, if I keep thinking about it, I should probably buy it. So this is still here. Yes, me too, Cosmic Creeper. I do like the pick, the draws where you can pick the cards like I was talking about with Ethany. I think those are just good fun. I'd like to do them with a deck that I have, which is the, oh, let me check to see what it's called. I really like this deck. Crafty Mystic just gave it to me. Oops. Knocking everything over here. It's called the Moon Deck. Intuitive Oracle to stroke the powers of intention and ritual. I'd like to use that as an Oracle draw because they're really sweet cards. That's what I have right now on my desk. I'm at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. And they're just really nice, sweet cards. They kind of remind me of those crazy, sexy love notes. But anyway, This is Peach Moonstone. Peach and Green Moonstone. Oh, no, those are the ones that were together. I don't know what this does. Thank you, Cosmic Creeper. We're only about halfway through. Because I spend forever. I mean, look at that. It's got like such a... Let's see if I can focus. Focus. There we go. It's got a little line running through, which I think is awesome. So, okay. Then I have... Now, these were the crystals, the loose crystals that I got when we went to the metaphysical store. And then there were some other things that I got, which are also technically loose crystals, but they were different. They weren't in, like, the boxes and things like that. So I got, I should tell you the story. So this is a medicine wand that I got from Kasha of Wands of Transformation. 50 Mystic bought it for me for Christmas last year. And it was, I say, because it, as you can see, it's broken. It was iron quartz with different inclusions. And I added this little charm on it because it was good for speaking your truth and creativity and like finding passion to drive you, which was really what I needed last year. And then a couple weeks ago, as I posted here on Instagram, my cat somehow got a hold of this off my shelf, pulled it onto the floor, and the crystal broke. So we went to the metaphysical store and the crystal store so I could get a new point for it, and we could try to deconstruct this and put on a new point. Well, so here's this. I'll tell this funny story before I tell you about the crystal that I ended up getting to put in there. Because I was afraid of putting this in my pocket and losing it, I just put it around my neck and thought, oh, it'll be fine. I hadn't worn it since it had been broken, but I figured, you know what, it'll be okay. I'll just put it on, and that way I'll know where it is when I go to look for the right size crystal. Which sounds like a great idea in theory, but we're driving to the metaphysical store, which was about maybe 25 or 30 minutes away. And I drove there, and we're going through neighborhoods, so we didn't have to take the ridiculous highway at like rush hour. And at some point about maybe halfway through or 3/4 of the way through the drive, I start to realize that I'm feeling scattered, like I can't focus, like my arms and legs are jumping. I'm having a really hard time with like knowing left from right and following directions and things like that. And we get into the parking lot, pull into the parking lot, get out of the car, start walking down the street towards the metaphysical shop, and I'm starting to be like, I feel like my heart's really beating. I feel completely scattered. I feel like I'm having a lot of anxiety, and I can't figure out what's going on. The drive was okay. And then I realize I'm wearing this around my neck, and the crystal is broken. So, word to the wise, if you have a medicine wand and you've broken the crystal, or if you have a crystal that's broken, don't use it on your body. Don't wear it. I wouldn't recommend putting it in your pocket, because when it's broken, apparently the energy just becomes something completely different, which is a shame. I know, I think I could probably use the broken pieces in like an altar space or in some kind of ritual or things like that, but obviously it's not a good idea to wear this, because as soon as I took it off, I felt physically completely lighter. It was such a shock. And I was like, oh my goodness. Of course I've always believed in the energies of crystals and things like that, but this was like, whoa, I did not expect that to happen. So that was, I definitely don't wear broken crystals. So what I got to replace that after much looking was this beautiful, let's see if I can tilt this up so I can get it against the window so you can see the light. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay. Tilt it back down again. Is this shaman quartz point. I've never even heard of shaman quartz before. This has a sediment inclusion, as well as, let's see if it'll focus, there you go. You can see those phantoms within the crystal up there. And down there as well. And this point, as soon as I saw it, I was like, it was just something about it that I absolutely loved. And this would not normally be my style. Thank you. Yes, isn't it gorgeous, Cosmic Creeper? Oh, I'm in love with it. But I was chatting with the woman who was helping me find some crystals, and I said, "Ooh, what's that one?" And she goes, "Oh, that's a shaman." I went immediately, like, it didn't even let her finish her sentence. I was like, "Yes, I want that one." And it was a steal too. It was really inexpensive. A point, and it's going to be perfect. So eventually we'll deconstruct this, take off this crystal, hopefully not have to get rid of the leather thonging. I'm hoping there's going to be a way we can keep that somehow, but if we can't, we can't, you know. And then put this on instead, because it'll, the one thing about shaman quartz is she said it'll, the energy that it plays with and that it has will play very, very well with what the energy that this wand was made for. So it'll still be keeping with the original, this original like drive and passion and things like that, with a different crystal. So, and then while I was looking at these points and things like that, there was a little shelf on the wall, and I spotted this, which is a quartz, just a regular old quartz point. But look at that. Oh, I just love that. When I saw it, it reminded me of the card The Clouds from Lenormand tarot decks, which are or Lenormand decks. I don't know if they're technically tarot or not. I think they are. Where it's sort of like the clouds are about confusion and not being able to see clearly. And what I like about this is, look, you have it's like the clarity before and the confusion, but then the clarity afterwards. So I feel like this would be a great crystal to use in meditation when I need emotional, physical clarity. Yes, Tegan, doesn't it look like an explosion? This, like, when I got it home, I started looking at it and realizing that, yes, it looked like it was, especially you see those little clear flecks in there among all the smokiness. Oops. Knocking over this, what looks like an explosion, like a freeze frame. So, oh, I just love this. Oh, I can't wait to use this in meditation, things like that. So, okay, what else do I have? We went to a rock show back in the spring, I want to say, and I only bought 2 things, I think. Yeah, I only bought 2 things. The things that I bought were this. This is not a crystal. This is a fossil. It's an ammonite fossil, and I just thought it was really pretty. I like the rainbows on it. I'm not sure if ammonite has, I'm sure, I mean, it has an energy, because you can feel as soon as you pick it up, there's an energy there. Oh, Thrifty Mystic is saying in response to this crystal with the explosion, like a moment of creative explosion. Oh, I like the sound of that. I should reorganize these a little bit more. And it's just pretty. I'm not sure if it has any sort of, I'm sure it does. It's a fossil and it was once a living being, so it has some kind of energy, but I'll have to Google for that. But look how pretty that is. Little rainbows. Oh. The other piece I bought was this chunk of raw celestite. Now, let me check in the book for what celestite is good for, because I don't know. Okay. Crystal Bible. Woohoo! It says that celestite is an excellent healing stone as it dissolves pain and brings love. It eliminates toxins and brings cellular order. It soothes to influence. Its soothing influence relaxes muscle tension and calms mental torment. As with all blue crystals, celestite is an effective opener and healer of the throat chakra and is associated with physical conditions. So that's from the Crystal Bible. So that is, so that apparently is good for, just like, I think similar to the Mookite, good for, like, you know, calming down and maybe stopping all that, like, mind chatter. I have a lot of mind chatter, so this would be good, maybe putting this over my throat chakra, or just meditating with it. Good. Oh, that's so pretty. This one, though, celestite is a very crumbly crystal. So it'll often just like start crumbling, which is annoying. It's fine. So, okay. The other things I have was one other thing that I bought at the metaphysical store. I'm going to try to be a little bit quick because I think I only have an hour and we're about 30 minutes in. So, this is a Shiva Oh gosh, I should have asked my mother what this was before I came on. Let's see if she chimes in. You're gonna chime in, tell me what this is, because I forget. I know it's a Hindu stone. It's a stone that is in Hindu traditions like the masculine. It's like for masculine energy and things like that. So lignum. Thank you, Cosmic Creeper. Shiva lignum. Lignum. I think I'm saying that right. It's supposed to be a as you know, if it's masculine, I'm sure you can guess it's supposed to be a specific portion of the male anatomy. But it's my mom gave it to me, and she's like, "Here, look at this basket of these," and she was telling me about them. And she's like, they're good for, like, embodying masculine energy and things like that. And I was like, I don't need that. I'm fine. I don't need that. And then as soon as I picked it up, I was like, ooh, no, I need this. Yes, Thrifty Mystic Shiva Willies. Woohoo. And I was carrying this actually around with me while we were shopping because it just had such a nice energy. Maybe I need more of that sort of like I guess, that masculine assertiveness and taking up space and things like that. So, and I know, of course, that's very much like a stereotype of men, but of masculine energy or masculine stereotypes, but that's what it's good for. So I'm not going to complain. Okay, so I just have a couple more things. We'll go through them, try to go through them quickly. So this is one, they are epic. Yes, the Shiva Lignums are epic indeed. So I have this. This was one of the not the first crystal I was ever given, because I have some other crystals lying around that I've been given, but this was a gift from my mother's Reiki master's partner. So we're 7 degrees of separation there. Was it 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever? But she gave this to me. It is a citrine point, and she handed it to me the one day when we were over at their house, and she was like, "Oh, what do you think of this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's really pretty." And it had like a little wire stand, which I still have somewhere, but I don't remember where I put it. And she was like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "What? You want to give this to me?" This was several years ago, so I'm about 15 or 16. And I'm like, "Wait, you're giving this to me?" And she just gave it to me. It's just wonderful. She said use it like for meditation and just, hold on to it like, because it fits perfectly in the hand. It's such a perfectly shaped crystal with that beautiful, beautiful citrine point. Let's tilting this up, see if we can. There we go. See that? Really pretty. Okay. It's better to have it tilted down, apparently. Really pretty orange color. Just love this. So that's that. And then, I wish I could remember what these are. I think this might be calcite. I think this might be a kind of agate. My mom gave these to me along with some other tumbled stones that I need to find. I've put them somewhere and I don't remember. Oh, no, they're in the box. I keep forgetting that I put stuff in this box. And I'm like, where did this go? It's in the box. So, I think this is calcite. And like I said, I think this is agate. It was, for Christmas as well last year. Thrifty Mystic gave me a small little pouch of tumbled stones I think they were for like creativity and finding your passion. That was what I really, really needed last year. And I think I've kind of started to find it a little more, which is maybe why, sadly, this crystal ended up breaking, was because I didn't need that particular energy anymore. I have been eyeing up some others of Kasha's wands, which are amazing and reasonably priced. Like, honestly, they're so ridiculously reasonably priced. So I might have to, did I say it's Kasha of Wands of Transformation? She's on Facebook and she's also on Instagram. She also has the Tarot Map YouTube channel. I've been eyeing up her one, so I would like to buy another one at some point, maybe a moon energy one or something like that, because as you will see, and as I talk about constantly, I love the moon. I am obsessed with the moon. I'm obsessed with moon energy. I love everything to do with the moon. If I could, I would get married to the moon. But alas, we live on different places, and I'm not allowed to marry the moon, so. To compensate, I have a lot of selenite. So this is a selenite pillar. I bought this actually at the rock show where I got the celestite and the ammonite. I keep forgetting things that I buy places. And it was so cheap, and it came with this little thing that, look, it changes color. You can kind of see it. See if I close this. Look, it changes color. How fun is that? Oh my gosh. Anyway, the batteries are a little bit low, which is why it's not very bright. Probably need to replace those. I also have another, so I have the selenite pillar. I have a raw selenite wand, which Thrifty Mystic gave me, and she has a bunch of other ones that she's said before, you can have them. I'm like, it's okay. I only need one. And then this, which is I have to admit, my favorite crystal that I own, which is this beautiful selenite palm stone. I love this. Frankly, I honestly will just put this in my pocket and carry this around with me all day. I love the energy of it. I love the shape. I just love holding it. It's kind of like, it feels like a little bit of a comfort blanket, like a baby blanket or something like that. Just that sort of comfort that you just carry with you all the time. And I do have actually another selenite pillar, which is a polished one. It's curved. It kind of looks like a unicorn horn. But that is downstairs with, there you go, that's still working. That is downstairs with, we have a small ledge in our dining room that we put moon phase cards on, and then I have a selenite pillar on there too that I kindly donated to there. So, okay. Everything else in the box, I have a couple of pendulums. I don't really use the pendulums very much, which is a shame. I think I should get back into it. This one's an aventurine pendulum. I do really love this one. And then I think this other one might be a lapis. Is it lapis? Something like that. It's pointy. Look how pointy that is. Could I stab something with that? Yes, I'm murderous. Not literally, but occasionally. Mostly just morbid. Oh, no, cancel. Focus. I like this because it looks like a globe. Look at that. Ooh, it got really dark all of a sudden in here. Bring this down a little bit more. Yeah, so that's that. Those are my pendulums. I just have 2 of them. What should I do next? I will show this, which is fun. We went to a Christmas market 2 weeks ago, I think it was. 2 weeks ago. And this was the only thing I bought, even though I was planning on and hoping to buy Christmas presents. They did not have very much. We were really disappointed with the vendors. There were very few vendors. One person they do have, who they have year after year, is a guy who sells homemade knives. Like, he makes the knives, and then he also sells some ones that he buys, like, wholesale from different places. And then, honestly, my brother collects knives. He has an amazing and also slightly ridiculous knife collection. Love it, though. I'm so obsessed. And so, because we're kind of family who gets into other people's hobbies as well, but not in like a taking over way, but just kind of like dip our toe in to see if we're also interested in knives. I bought myself a knife that I'm going to be using as a ritual knife, maybe for ritual cord cutting or things like that. I don't know. But if you know me at all, you can see why I had to buy this. Because it's rainbow. It's also really sharp. It's a rainbow knife, and it's got a dragon on the end. Oh my goodness, look at that. I mean, if you could make Skittles into a deadly weapon, would this not be like Skittles compressed into a deadly weapon? I swear to God. So, it's cool. It's not technically a switchblade. It's just a foldable knife. So you do this, then push it down very carefully. Because I don't want to hurt myself. It's really heavy. It's so much heavier than it looks. Because this is like, even the handle is pure metal. So it's like, oh my God, it's really heavy. Okay. So that's that. And now I'm going to put my crystals back in the box so I can go through my little tiny box. So, okay. I need to find something better to keep this in. And I might, when I get a better storage container for my crystals, I'm tempted to make this into a portable semi-portable ritual space. Like a little altar thing, and I'll put like some felt in the bottom and put like a candle in there or something like that. That would be fun. Oops. Jeez. Okay. Those. There's nothing in this bag. I just like having it around. The wand. And then these are, if you've seen my post, there were 2 extra cards in volumes 1 and 3 of Oracle of Oddities. So I have these extras. I'm putting them in there for now. Okay. So we'll move that off to the side. And we will go through my tiny little box. So this tiny little box is... Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll go through it quickly. So this was from the Terry Foss box that I did with the unboxing that I did with Thrifty Mystic. And I had a reading from Benabel Wen, which I got for Christmas. Thrifty Mystic gives the best Christmas gifts, and one of them was a prosperity guide from Benabel Wen, and it was partially a birth chart reading, partially like a career path reading in a way, and also how to bring more prosperity into your life. Let me tilt this down a little bit, and I'm gonna. No, this is fine. So one of the things that she suggested was she had some crystal suggestions to put in a little box, sort of to make like a little, not necessarily, it didn't have to be a box, it could be a pouch, it could be anything, and then have a little crystal collection that was specifically for what you wanted to achieve. And so for this one, one of the things she talked about was having really connecting with that emotional watery side, because my birth chart does not have a lot of that in it. And in order to really maximize my prosperity, and not just about money, but also about happiness and getting the most out of my life, in relation to career, but also in relation to a lot of other things, was some different crystals. So I gathered them from the box that I had and put them in here. So they're so tiny. So what I've got in here is I have some tumbled quartz. Some beautiful pieces of tumbled quartz from Thrifty Mystic. Because quartz is like moon energy, and it's like watery energy and things like that. There's that. I wish I could remember what these are. Oh boy. I should have looked up what these were. I think this one is agate. I say that a lot though. I think everything is agate. And there's that. I'm not sure what these are. If anyone knows, let me know. This one has some... it's gotten really dark in here all of a sudden. This one has some green and brown in it. And this has coppery flecks and lines. Have that in there. And we have... This was something I bought so many years ago at a museum. It's a little rose quartz bunny. Look how cute that is. And rose quartz was one of the crystals that Ben and Bowen suggested putting into a little collection specifically for this. And then also it's a bunny, and bunnies are all like love and emotions and cute things. I mean, you look at a bunny and you get all like emotional. So there's that. And then what I have in here is my most precious crystal, probably the most expensive one I have. And it was gifted to me so kindly by one of my mom's Reiki students, because I helped my mom teach Reiki classes, and both level 1 and level 2, because I'm a level 2 Reiki practitioner. And after a level 2 class, a really, really sweet woman called Bethany gave everyone Herkimer diamonds. Oh my gosh, like I can't even believe that. So there it is, my little tiny Herkimer diamond. It's got some inclusions there at the end. Let's see, come on, there we go. I mean, look at that, it's so small. And when I put this box together, one of the things Annabelle had right on there was Herkimer diamond. I was like, I have one of those. And then I started freaking out because I couldn't find it. And it's so small, and I was so worried that I'd lost it. Because, I mean, this is so tiny. You could easily just lose this somewhere. So, but I did end up finding it. Luckily, it was in with some other crystals in a little pouch. So I was able to find that, and I'm like super careful with that because that's so precious and so small. And it has such good things tied to it. Because Bethany was such a lovely person, it was really sweet of her to give out Herkimer diamonds to everyone. I mean, wow. So, okay. that is my crystal collection. I'm sorry this was a little bit rambly, kind of all over the place. Whatever. It's my first live here on Instagram. I'm going to be putting this up for the so it should be available for 24 hours so people can watch it and take a look at my crystal collection. So thank you so much to everybody who joined. I really appreciated having you guys. We had a small crowd, but that was cool too. It was nice, intimate. So maybe I'll do another live at some point going through tarot decks or something like that, or just showing off some stuff that I have, because this was really fun. Oh, thank you, 50 Mystic. This was great. I really enjoyed this. So, okay, thank you so much, everybody. So, as Simon Two Spirit likes to say, what, namaste, and blessed be, and good vibes to all you guys. You guys are awesome. So, thank you. Bye.